Welcome back, everybody. Look who's here. Jaden Hair, author of the Steamy Kitchen Cookbook, and she's joining us for some fun goodies.
Yes, a simple spinach mushroom fondue. Welcome back, Jaden. Good to have you here.
Thank you. I haven't been here in a while.
Is this a hard thing to do?
No, not at all. It's actually, the weather's cooling down and it's perfect time for fondue. And if I can have you get started on grating cheese
I would
on
love
the big
to.
holes, and once this comes to a boil, I'll have you blanch the vegetable, maybe like
Is this
a
broth?
couple minutes. Yeah, that's
Broth?
actually what happened was this recipe came from Holly of One Spicy Dish blog. So she's a blogger, and I recently hosted a recipe contest. And while she didn't win, this was my personal favorite. So we are making it today. And the recipe contest was hosted by me and Pacific Natural Foods.
You're using free-range chicken broth.
Low sodium.
Free range.
All
This was the
organic.
happiest chicken broth ever. It got to run around the range and was very, very happy.
That's right. And the secret to this fondue is you have to blanch the vegetables because they're just a little too crunchy when they're raw. When you dip it into, you want something just a little bit softer. So when you boil it in broth like this, it gives it so much more flavor.
Okay.
And then we're going to add some of the broth to the fondue when we're ready.
What kind of cheese am I grating?
This is Gruyere.
Gruyere.
And then I've got some cheddar. But you know what? You can use any type of cheese that you want. And
That's the neat thing about fondue. You can
know.
kind of just play with it and do whatever you want.
Exactly. So I actually added bacon to our recipe because my rule in life is everything's better with bacon, right?
Of course.
So I've got some garlic, bacon. I'm going to add some butter to this. And while this is sauteing,
It's still not boiling over
not
here.
boiling yet.
No.
Well, don't watch
You're
it.
getting there. You're getting there.
Okay. Don't watch this.
Don't watch it. Okay, I'll show you another trick. We're going to add spinach to this a little later, and we used frozen spinach, but here's the key, is that you got to squeeze all the water out of it because it is very watery.
And mess with your fondue.
Yeah, just a little too watery, so I've squeezed all of the water out of it.
Okay.
And I'm going to move this over here, and we are going to add the flour to
the cheese.
And you have to do this because if you add the flour directly to the fondue, it'll clump up. All right, you ready for the cheese? Go ahead and add the cheese in here.
She's doing great.
Not all of it grated, but that's
There you
okay,
go.
right? Because it's
Yeah.
going to melt.
It's going to melt. Yep. There you go. Handful.
Fondue was the first thing you ever made for me and Nancy when we came over.
And it was a colossal failure, remember?
Actually, it was. It was not very good.
Well,
I'm sorry to say.
No,
Okay, it's
let's just go
boiling.
back for a moment. It wasn't that the
it's
fondue was
boiling.
bad. It was
Okay.
that the
Add all the
machine I
vegetables.
had was faulty.
It was a faulty machine.
It was a
Okay.
faulty
Yes,
machine.
we'll blame it on
I
the
don't
machine.
recommend you get the things that you
Can I
have
just
to.
pour these all in?
Go ahead and pour it all in.
I don't recommend that you have those little cans that you have to keep firing up. I recommend an electric
That's
fondue
right.
machine.
Yeah,
Yes, like
did
this one.
You did
Excuse
like
me.
a sterno fondue.
I'm going to add some broth to this,
Okay.
and whoops. And then I'm going to add some white wine to this mixture.
You want
and
big chunks of bread, right?
Yeah, that's perfect for dipping. Good. And then I'll add some white wine.
How long does it take to blanch the vegetables?
Like a minute or so.
Okay.
So not too long, otherwise they're going to become soggy.
Yes, we don't want that.
Yeah, and as you can see, this is melting quite nicely. And
It is melting quite
it
well.
Wow.
I like your machine. That's nice.
this is a
She's a
high-powered
professional.
one. We do this all the time, and in the winter, you know what our tradition is for Christmas Eve?
What?
Fondue.
Really? I bet the kids enjoy it.
They love it.
Yeah.
They absolutely love it.
Okay,
the
can I come to
vegetables
your
are ready,
house?
and go ahead and strain them out there.
Okay, put them back on the plate.
Yep, and then go ahead and put some of the bread pieces on the plate.
Bread pieces on plate.
Bread chunks. There we go.
Chunks of bread.
Yep.
Okay.
And really,
Blanched
this is
veggies.
it. So, the spinach.
Spinach, that's one of the main
spinach.
ingredients.
Yes.
Oh, apples. Golly.
Don't forget the apples.
We have to get our fruit in there.
And you don't have to use wine if you don't want to. You can just use all broth. But look at this. This is how creamy it is. And that's a secret to adding the flour to the cheese instead of directly into the pot.
Is that right? Okay.
I'm going to put this
I should
right
have talked to you
here.
before I had my fondue party.
Oh, really? What did you do?
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't actually want to relive it either.
Stop it. Oh, okay. If we can move that over here, move the vegetables over here, we're just going to serve it.
Okay.
That was
And this
too
is
big.
it.
That's
Look
easy.
at that.
And fun.
Spinach and mushroom fondue with lots of
Jaden Hair,
vegetables.
author of the Steamy Kitchen Cookbook. Thank you so much for being here. To link to Jaden, you go to our website, daytimeonline.tv.
Thank you very, very much.
Let's fondue.
Let's do it.
All right, Daytime will be right back.